It was constantly under surveillance. There are renewed concerns that Russia may open a new front in the war with Ukraine. Ukrainian Armed Forces Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrskyi said in an interview with local media TSN on June 30th that President Vladimir Putin has ordered the Russian General Staff to review new offensive operation plans. This reportedly includes not only a plan to advance toward Kyiv using Belarusian territory, but also several attack scenarios along the northern border. However, Syrskyi believes the most likely scenario now is not an attack from Belarus, but a new offensive from Russia's Bryansk region toward Chernihiv. From Russia's view, this could spread Ukraine's defenses thin and engage their reserves in several areas. As these predictions surfaced, Ukraine responded quickly. Ukrainian authorities ordered mandatory evacuation for 12 villages near the border in the Chernihiv region starting July 1, and extended evacuation for 7 villages already under such measures. All of these areas are close to the border and would be the first to be affected if Russian forces launch a new attack. Authorities are prioritizing evacuation of vulnerable groups like the elderly and children, and are advising border residents to stay prepared for emergencies. General Syrskyi, Commander-in-Chief of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, has not ruled out an attack via Belarus. However, given the recent situation, he believes the Alexander Lukashenko regime is unlikely to again offer its territory as a major invasion base for Russian forces. Nevertheless, the Ukrainian military stated that they are continuing to prepare operational plans, taking even the worst-case scenarios into account. Their stance is to stay ready for any scenario, as the Russian military could shift strategy anytime. The northern front also has distinct features. Vast wetlands and forests along the Belarusian border hinder quick movement of large armored units. Near Chernobyl, the terrain better supports Ukrainian defense, and most major bridges for military equipment have been destroyed. These conditions are seen as fairly favorable for Ukrainian defenders. That doesn't mean the threat disappears. If Russia deploys its forces in a dispersed manner or actively uses air power and drones, tensions in the border area could rise significantly. Ukrainian forces are accelerating efforts to bolster northern defenses in response to the situation. Syrskyi has previously stated that it is necessary to establish a new brigade dedicated to defending the northern border, and also announced plans to form a new unmanned systems unit to carry out border surveillance, reconnaissance, and strike missions. As the importance of drones on the battlefield has greatly increased recently, there are plans to actively use unmanned systems along the northern border as well, in order to detect and respond to Russian military movements at an early stage. Meanwhile, concerns about a lengthy war keep rising in Russia. Hermann Gref, the president of Russia's largest state-owned bank Sberbank, stated in public that the most important task for the Russian people is the prompt end of the military operation. He said the desire for peace is uniting people, and indirectly noted that the war's economic burden has been rising recently. Gref has long been a key economic figure in the Putin administration and supported war financing despite international sanctions. It was noted that even this figure is now openly discussing the economic burden, which signals that concerns over the prolonged war are rising within Russia. If more news comes out, I'll make and upload a video. This concludes the video. Thank you.
Ja?